Evening. Recently, I was online and I watched a video clip from a non believer who was posing questions for Christians. And he titled this 10 Questions for Christians. This is my response. Number one, how can you look? And this is 10 questions for atheists or unbelievers. How can you look at creation and not believe in God? That's my question. Where does morality come? If God doesn't exist, where does your sense of right and wrong come from? That's not something that can be created in a laboratory. Number three, why are you so angry at someone you don't believe in? You spend so much time. You go on Christian sites posing negative comments. You spend so much time trying to stop Christianity. Well, why do you spend all this time trying to stop something you don't believe in? Number four, how can you live without hope? Without God, there's no hope. There's no reason for living. We live, we die, that's it. Number five, why do you talk about morality when you don't believe in the author of it? What's the point? Number six, what's it like to believe in something when the evidence for it is so overwhelming? You have all this creation. Everything is fitly tied together. If just a little was out of sync, we would float off in space. If gravity wasn't perfect, if the cycles, the oxygen cycles, the carbon cycles, if everything was not perfect, we would cease to exist. Number seven, have you ever prayed or called out to God? I know of a lot of people that don't believe in God, but they still call out to him, even though they say they don't believe in him, which is just ludicrous. Number eight, why do you pray to something that you don't believe in? Number nine, how can you explain your existence? Your reason for being? How do you explain why you're here or how you got here? That should convince you that God's real just in itself. The probabilities of all these things happening in sequence, the probabilities for that is so high. It's not possible just to be a coincidence. Number 10, how can you create something from nothing when science says you can't? Science says you cannot create nor destroy from nothing. So that's my response, and I'm just just wanted to put this online and start believing.